Alright, here we have another episode of Iknowrealtv. I just recently made an artwork for a very good friend of mine, and I decided that I was going to remake my arcade stick, just some upgrades and layout changes and, just kind of redesign, make it look more brighter and things like that. And one of the things that I always hated to do was I hated having to cut these holes out with the X-Acto knife. So I was like, there's always just so many mistakes, and you have to really be extremely patient. And even, being extremely patient for like hours, it's still very easy to make a mistake. So now, after doing them like several times, I've come out with a technique to get really good circles, and I just kind of came out with it like, I don't know, maybe like 5 minutes ago, and I want to show you guys. So one of the things that I was doing before was I started off making just the cross, right? So you one line down, and then one line across, right? And then after you make your first initial cross, you then want to go like a diagonal, and kind of like a pizza, just a bunch of little small incisions, right? And then when you have it like that, then you're gonna make little mini trace pokes. Before, I used to try to cut through the paper straight to the cardboard, and then carve my way through. But now, I'm only trying to cut this first initial layer. So, and then once you cut around, you kind of can come. So this one's not ready. Oh, see? I didn't really do it. I gotta get the little trace. Like, make your own little perforated lines. Okay, this one's still not good. And then sometimes you have to then trace over your perforated lines. So and then carve. And then lift it. I'll see, and it comes right out, just like that. And you can still see the white underneath. And this white is, the white that you're seeing is your adhesive back. This will be important for when we're putting it on the arcade stick. See, this is basically almost done. Bend a little bit, comes right off. Of course, this is time consuming, but so far, this is much better than, like, a much better method, I should say, than my previous thing. Previous ones that I've done. Bend a little bit, comes right off. I guess you can get the idea, but I'll show you one more, because this one was halfway done. So, push in, cross, one down, one across, Alright. Then get the diagonals. You can even see it kind of lifting up. And then, you can get more diagonals if you want. I find that the more diagonals is the less you have to trace. So, and then slowly cut it out. Well, I shouldn't say cut it out, but I should say make your little perforated lines. Just like that. And then lift it up. Then a little bit comes off. Make a little perforated lines with this. Lift, bend, bow. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. And you'll keep doing it, and then you will end up with these perfect circles. I honestly think that these circles are the best circles that I've ever done. And same thing with the top. Alright, thank you. And in the next video, I'll talk about applying the artwork. Okay, so you finally finished doing all the holes in your artwork that you made or bought from someone or someone made for you. And then you've cleaned off your Brawl stick, got up all the gunk, removed the original annoying artwork, and you say, hey, I want to put my own thing on here. Alright, now in previous videos, I talked about how this is an adhesive back. I had this made at FedEx office to be exact, because you want like a high quality print, so might as well just pay the money. So now, here we go. We are going to peel it off, because remember I told you it's like a sticker. We basically made a glorified sticker. Alright. Oh, even before that you can kind of like see and line it up. But as soon as I take this off, I'm going to separate the artwork from, oh, here we go. Here's a good angle. So see? Comes right off like a sticker. So, remember when I was talking about the layer underneath the white space? That was this. So, that's why this technique is so good. Alright, so now, you got your blank arcade stick. And you want to line it up. You want to line up your blank arcade stick. And like I said, I also took off the buttons and all of that already to save time. And I kind of line up these holes. No. Careful. Careful, it is very sticky. And it wants to stick. Don't you start. Okay, good. Very careful and keep your hands on the top because you want the sticky part on the bottom. But you don't want it to lose stickiness. Line it up how you want it to be lined up. This looks pretty good to me. Oh, looks very good to me. Alright, so you want to line this up. Right? Okay, so now that you have your artwork on, right? Got your artwork on, it's all lined up. You want to get your buttons. Right? So get your buttons. And so here we go. Here's my 2 new buttons. Alright. This is my swimsuit. I like to always turn my buttons. Alright. Oh, I was like, how am I sitting here looking for buttons? Oh. There's your dishwasher. Put that on. Alright. So here we have the artwork and everything. So now, as you can see, these all need to be connected back, and that'll be in the next video. Alright, so you flipped it over, you got your wires all exposed, and now you're like, how do you put it back together? Yes, this right here is different from you because I modified it to submit to, but I will post a picture of the stock joystick. But that's not important. So anyway, first, you just, it doesn't really matter what order you go into because they pretty much just slip on. And as long as you get the right order, you should be fine. And this is also the time where you can say, hey, I want this joystick to be like a type A, like the Mad Catz Tournament 1, or round 1 fight stick. Or you can be like, I want it to be some different type or what have you. Because these wires correlate to the buttons on the stick. And pretty much they want to go into the right place, basically. And you'll also be able to see a picture of the wire order in case you just hastily disconnected everything and then forgot. It's not really that big of a deal, and it's easy to see what you made a mistake on by just opening up a game and then pressing the buttons and going back and fixing it. Not a problem. Alright, so this is on. You want them on, but make sure the little covers are on. Slip those back on. You don't need the covers to make them work, but it's always nice. Okay, so flip this back on. So alright, slip that on. Slip that on. Okay, slip that on. Alright. And if it's not directly in the video, I'll put a link in the description. Alright. Alright. So now they're all on. Now this is when you get your tools. Make sure you get all your screws. All your screws, put it all in one place. Alright. Alright. So here we go. With the cover. So put this on. Right. Line it up. And what I like to do is, and obviously the 4 feet go to the 4 corners. Let's get some tools. Alright. So this, you know. But I just happen to like these. But you know, as long as the screwdriver works, it works. Okay, yeah. So it's this one. Alright. So I like to put the feet inside. I'll line it up. I'll put it in the hole. And I'll line this up. Line the slots. Alright, there it is. You hear how it kind of falls in place and clicks. And after you screw this in, you are pretty much done. Make sure you can see the hole. Ah, there it is. Yeah, I didn't check that, so now line it up with the holes. Alright. Now do the same for the rest. But pretty much after you get one good one, the rest kind of line up. Alright. Oh crap. Yeah, you gotta make sure you hold this and not slip out your hand, like what happened to me. Oh, wow. Here it is. I'm going blind. So. Alright, now for the 2 middle screws. And these screws are what secure it in place. Make sure you want to tighten your screws. And that's it. After you put this last one on and the last bottom screw. Okay, so your final product should look something like this. You have your buttons, and depending on your layout, you may have 6 buttons, you may have 8 buttons. Also, some people find that their ball top comes off easily. What you actually need to do is you need to open this back up, and you need to take one of these, and you need to you need to put it inside the screw, hold it, make sure this is on as most as it goes on, and turn it in opposite directions. It will tighten this so it won't slip off. And there you go. Comment, subscribe, and leave me questions. Alright, that's it.